Hey, folks. Welcome into the 49ers Report. I am Cam Rogers. Check me out on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. We've got a lot of rumors to get through, so let's start things off with perhaps the 49ers acquiring Brandon Graham of Philadelphia, a fantastic edge rusher. One Jed head on this rumor. So this coming from The Ringer, which proposed 9 deals that should go down in the NFL. The 49ers were included on that list, and The Ringer proposed that San Francisco acquires Brandon Graham from the Eagles, considering he could become too expensive eventually for Philadelphia. The argument is that the 49ers need an elite pass rusher, agreed, and Graham can immediately help take the pressure off the interior defensive lineman, and he was exceptional last year. Graham was grading out as the 8th best edge rusher last year, according to Pro Football Focus. This is the trade proposal that I put together here. The Ringer proposed a second-round pick and then something additional. So I tossed in Jimmy Ward. The 49ers can get rid of that $8.5 million that they owe him. And San Francisco gets Brandon Graham, an elite edge rusher, to go along with an elite interior defensive lineman in DeForest Buckner. So in the end, you rarely see blockbuster type of deals in the NFL. So I don't think this is actually going to happen. But it wouldn't hurt, to be honest with you guys, if the 49ers looked into an edge rusher to perhaps go out and get one. I'll talk about another trade later in the show during the mailbag segment about perhaps grabbing an edge rusher and having that player join the 49ers. Now, what player would you want the 49ers to trade for? Let me know in comments here on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. I want to hear from you guys. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99 as well. All right, rumor 2 on the list. Jimmy Garoppolo's jerseys. Do they rank number 2 in sales right now? Yes, they do. It is indeed 4 Jed heads on this one. This coming from NFLShop.com. Garoppolo is only behind rookie running back Saquon Barkley in jersey sales from April to June of this year. So that means Garoppolo is higher than the likes of MVP Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield, Nick Foles, Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott. The hype is real with Jimmy Garoppolo, ladies and gentlemen. Not one other player within the NFC West even cracks the top 10. So Garoppolo made the jump from 25th to 2nd since January, and I have a feeling that 5-year extension with the quarterback has something to do with that jump in sales. So Jimmy G certainly within the mainstream of all the shoppers out there across the United States and across the world. All right, let's get to rumor number 3. Are the 49ers drafting cornerback Sam Beal? We're talking about the supplemental draft that is coming up very soon here in early July. We'll give it 2 Jed heads for now, firmly in the rumor category here. So all 32 teams attended Beal's draft day recently, and he certainly didn't hurt his draft stock. He actually was pretty solid. He ran a 4.47 40-yard dash, had a 37-inch vertical, and a 6-inch broad jump. He has that size that the 49ers covet in the defensive backfield as well, standing 6 feet tall, 178 pounds. He could probably bulk up a little bit more. But he could be drafted by somebody out there, could be the first person drafted in the supplemental draft since Isaiah Battle in 2015. We know the 49ers love their long and lanky secondary players. Not really a need at this point, but keep Sam Beal in mind as we go towards that draft. All right, rumor number 4 on the list. Do the 49ers have top 10 fans overall? Yes, they do. 4 Jed heads on this one. Recent study from Emory University came out, and they ranked the entire list, all 32 teams, and how the fans actually stack up. Took into account ticket sales, social media activity and engagement, and attendance on road games. So the 49ers are far and away better than any other NFC West team out there. 49ers check in at number 10. There you see them on your screen. The Bears at 6, Saints at 7, Broncos at 8. The Packers check in at number 9. No Seahawks, no Rams, no Cardinals. Then you take a look at ranks 1 through 5 here. You got the likes of New England and Dallas and Philadelphia, the Jets, the Giants and the Steelers. These are historic franchises, of course. They're inside the top 5. Not too shocking there. But it is great to see the Seahawks at 17. Cardinals are at 25. The Rams are at 31. They're nearly dead last. Absolutely laughable. So the 49ers and Niner Empire showing out big time. All right, let's get to rumor number 5 on the list. Kyle Shanahan. Is he the 23rd best coach in the NFL? Fake news. Do not believe in this. So NFL.com recently power ranked all of the coaches in the NFL. Shanahan is at number 23, and I really don't understand why. He's below the likes of Anthony Lynn and Jason Garrett and Jay Gruden. At least 2 of those guys are on the hot seat entering 2018. Perhaps all 3 of them could be fired by the time that I'm talking to you guys in 2019. So, look, Shanahan is a great offensive mind, a transformative coach. NFL.com's logic is that they need to see more games with Jimmy G and Shanahan together, which I understand data is important, but come on now. 23rd in the NFL, at the very least, top 16, at least at that midway point there with Kyle Shanahan, not 23rd. All right, let's get to rumor number 6 on the list. More negativity. Are the Niners starting 0-4 this season? Gonna give it one Jed head because obviously it could happen. The rumor origin you see there on your screen, David Carr, the brother of Derek Carr, the quarterback of the Oakland Raiders, by which they are the rival across the bay here. So not too surprising that Carr has the Niners starting 0-4. I will give him credit, though. He has San Francisco battling back and finishing 9-7. But 0-4, I mean, I think that's a bit of a reach here. You take a look at the first 4 games this year. It's Minnesota away. Probably a loss, to be honest with you guys. Detroit's going to be tough. The Chiefs away, never easy at Arrowhead. The Chargers away, but I'm not really sure that Chargers fans exist, so it's not really an away game. So 1-3, 2-2, I think is the more logical prediction here. 0-4 straight up would just be an ultimate shock. All right, let's get to rumor number 7 on the list here. George Kittle, is he going to be the top red zone target? I will get there, and I'll talk about it in a matter of moments. But first, we're going to get a word from our friends at Game Time.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
All right, George Kittle, what's the deal? We'll give it 2 Jed heads for now in that rumor category, but there is reason to believe that he could be the top red zone target for San Francisco in 2018. There's some buzz out there that he could get a lot of work, and he played pretty well last year considering he faced injuries and bad quarterback play from Brian Hoyer and C.J. Beathard. He's a big fella at 249. He's 6'4" as well. The biggest target for Jimmy G on the outside, except for one, Mr. Garrett Selleck, who stands at 6'5". So against the Bears last year, the team was 0-5 on touchdowns in the red zone. They improved slightly in the next 2 games. I wouldn't be shocked to see George Kittle as an under-the-radar red zone kind of guy that can just burst out of nowhere, especially when defenses are focusing on Jerick McKinnon and Pierre Garçon and all these big-time weapons on the 49ers offense. All right, rumor number 8 here on the list are the Seahawks winning the NFC West. Wow, close to fake news, but one Jed head here because anything is possible. So SB Nation recently wrote an article on why the Seahawks will win the division, but they also gave a reason in terms of why they will not. So it's kind of like a cop-out, like you say why they will and say why they won't, but I digress. The reason for why they will is because of Russell Wilson, which I understand. He's a top 5 quarterback, but he's going to be running for his life this season. That offensive line is going to be really bad in pass protection, and Vegas seems to agree with me. This is a 2-horse race in the NFC West. The LA Rams are the favorites as we stand. San Francisco checks in at number 2. Yeah, there's Seattle at number 3. And then Arizona, a distant 4th, dead last in terms of the odds to hoist the crown there in the NFC West. It's the Rams, it's the 49ers in my eyes. Now, a little fun prediction for you guys. What will be the Seahawks' record in 2018? I want you guys to hit me up. 6-10, 5-11, 0-16. Let's hear them. Be sure to let me know what you think about Seattle. But I don't think they'll be contending at all this coming season. I think it's going to be a big-time step back for the Seahawks. All right, next up on the list. Do the 49ers deserve a B grade for the 2018 offseason? 3 Jetheads, pretty faithful in this. Kind of falls in line with my thinking as well. Monday Morning Quarterback gave the grade out for the 49ers recently, and this seems pretty fair to me. The 49ers got better in a lot of areas. Quarterback long-term with that 5-year deal with Garoppolo. The secondary. Of course, Richard Sherman stealing the headlines there, but they drafted DJ Reed and others. You got the offensive line with Richburg and Cooper now in town. And some key arrivals such as Mike McGlinchey at number 9 overall as well. Jerick McKinnon at running back 2. So B grade is really good. Solid offseason for San Francisco. They didn't blow anybody away per se. That would probably be the requirement for an A grade. Not many teams did, though. Just to be honest with you guys, not many teams in the NFL actually deserve an A grade for the offseason. So B grade sounds pretty good for San Francisco.